Hi there friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because we are going to get back into a little bit of renovations around this house. For those of you who are brand new, first of all, hi, my name is Danielle. Welcome to the channel. But we just recently purchased this house over the summer. It is a gorgeous farmhouse built in the 1800s. It's on a nice little bit of land. We really have been enjoying it, getting fully used to everything. And when we first moved into the house, we were super excited and went all out, got the floors redone, repainted rooms, really were going all crazy with the renovations. And then we kind of pittered out, right? We needed to get into like a real life flow. We had 2 toddlers, so just taking care of them daily, getting things kind of unpacked and situated in the house. All of that has led to a little bit of a stall. We've been doing little things, projects here and there, a lot outside actually, because the property had a lot of maintenance that needed to be done to it when we first moved in. But we are excited to get back into working on remodeling, makeovering, renovating more parts of the house as we go along. I will link a couple of the videos below of other makeovers, renovations we've done thus far. We have a nice little list. It's super fun. But today we are going to be going over the front entryway and hallway. There was a bunch that we needed to do when we bought this house, so I'm going to jump right into it. So let's get into today's video and yeah, let's do it. So this was actually the very first day that we purchased the house and we started moving all of our things in. The house had incredible bones, but all of the flooring for sure needed to be fixed up. None of it matched. There was a lot of like crazy carpet on the steps and then particle board style floors throughout, and they went in different directions. It was seriously crazy. So the very first thing we did was to peel off the carpet, which just showed us even more flowered painted steps underneath. These people really love their flowers. We then went in and started to rip up the old floors in the hallways, and there were indeed multiple layers of flooring that we needed to remove. There was a layer of particle board style fake wood flooring, like I had mentioned. That was the very first thing that you saw when you walked into the house. And then there was a brick style linoleum flooring underneath that. And then there was plywood under all of that. But finally, after all of the layers were peeled up, we found the most beautiful original 1800s pine hardwood floors. My husband and I were so incredibly thrilled. We hired an amazing local flooring company who came in and sanded and stained all of our floors. And they also did the very tops of the steps for us, like the tread part, not the riser, just the tread. Now, one of the absolute crazy stresses of all of this was getting all of this carpet out and the amount of staples that were in the floor due to the carpet. Not only was there an incredible volume of staples, but they were heavy duty industrial staples. Like, I don't even think they use staples like this for flooring anymore. My husband must have pulled out probably close to 1,000 of them within just a few days because we wanted to get the floors done as quickly as we could so we could get ourselves moved in. And then they needed to put wood filler into all of those holes as the staples left a lot of them behind, and then sand all of that out. So we did that, or we had somebody do that. And the floors were almost perfectly intact, which we couldn't even believe, except there was this one tiny hole over by the coat closet in our front hallway. So my husband actually had the incredible, ingenious idea to pull out the old floorboards from the 3rd floor attic so that we could have them match with the same coloring as the original hardwood floors on the 1st floor. If you didn't know, when you get pine in different years or different time periods, they're actually going to have different tones in the wood, and you can't actually stain pine either. Like, it just doesn't do well. So the best thing to do is to do a clear coat poly on the top, which is exactly what we did. And I was so incredibly excited with how all of this came out. We've noticed that the older the pine, the nicer it is. It comes out really beautiful and gives you all of the different visual of the knots when you have the clear coat poly on it. Our flooring guy did an incredibly amazing job threading the boards from the attic into the space downstairs, and it came out seamless. I absolutely love how this entire entryway hallway flooring came together and how beautiful the top of the steps looked when that was all completed as well. So like I had just mentioned, we did have the tops of the steps done, but we did not have the front of the steps done. Going back, I absolutely would have paid extra to have this included because this has been a painful labor of love, mostly for my husband. He grabbed citrus strip to start working on peeling about 6 layers of paint off of each individual step. And I'm going to be totally honest, we are still not done, but I really wanted to get at least some progress in the hallway out to you guys. But we have pretty much all of the stairs stripped at the moment, but there is a lot of extra cleanup that needs to be done, wood filling that needs to be done because, yes, you guessed it again, there were staples all throughout the fronts of the steps as well. I'm going to have another video in the future documenting exactly what we did to the steps, how we did it. It's going to be a whole separate video. I'm going to show you what I've been doing with the banister to help restore that as well. So definitely subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Stay tuned because that will hopefully be coming out to you guys sooner rather than later. But I know once it is all finally finished, it will look absolutely gorgeous. So once we had gotten a bulk of that initial work done, we actually took a bit of a break at this point. I placed an old dresser that we had in our dining room of our old house in the hallway because I'm still actually trying to figure out what piece of furniture looks best where. And this piece, I really didn't have a place for it when we first moved in. But over the past several months, this has been incredibly underwhelming. It's not really giving me the vibe that I want. And I definitely knew that this area needed a facelift. So I want to take a minute to thank Inyouths for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I just got my gorgeous new LED mirror in the mail and we're going to go and unbox it now. This puppy is huge. I'm so excited to get this unwrapped. Inyouths is a completely customizable LED mirror collection company. You have the ability to choose from 30 different size options to perfectly fit your wall, all sorts of shapes. We loved this rounded shape. It's beautiful. This mirror is so absolutely stunning. It's everything that I wanted when I picked it out. It has this gorgeous, sleek, sort of curved design, which I love. I love a good curved design. Not that there's anything wrong with like really kind of sharpness to different designs, but I feel like when you have more of a vintage vibe to your house, when you just like kind of softer sort of silhouettes in general, that curved is so gorgeous, so sleek. So we're gonna get this onto the wall, get it affixed right above the buffet. I think it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Unlike standard mirrors, they offer 11 feature options, including Bluetooth speakers, clocks, Wi-Fi weather stations, I couldn't even believe that, and demisters if you were choosing to put this into your bathroom. We're putting it in our hallway, but I think it would be also absolutely gorgeous in a bathroom. Everything that you need for a truly personalized experience. When you pick Inyouths, you are guaranteed factory direct pricing, which means you can enjoy competitive prices with direct delivery from their factory to your doorstep. This came super quick, super easy, and in heavy duty packaging, which was amazing. The mirrors are built to last with explosion proof film and waterproof backing for added protection. I absolutely love how clear and bright this mirror is. Their HD reflection has an adjustable brightness and color temperature to suit all your needs. So today we're going to be working on paint colors. I think I'm not going to actually paint today. We're getting ready to go outside to do a project that I'm going to have in next week's video. So make sure you're subscribed and tune in for next week because we have some fun outdoor homemaking content coming next week. But for this week's project, I need to repaint this wall. These came in a very particular green color, and not that I just liked it, it actually shows up very, very nice on camera, and it's actually nice in person as well, but it very much has like a yellowy undertone to it. And I'm someone personally who loves more of a blue undertone than a yellow undertone. So that's one thing. But the other thing is that when we purchased this house, we were able to see like not just the previous owner's pictures, but we were able to see like owners before that, their pictures as well for some reason on the listings. And I know that this color has lived through several owners now. Again, not that that's a bad thing. If any of y'all have seen my bedroom, like videos where I film in my bedroom, people love the green in that room. They ask me what the color is all the time, and I actually don't know because it's been here for a couple of owners now. But the reason why I mention that is a lot of the paint is chipping, especially on the trim. So we just want to freshen it up, make it more lively. And I've been like Pinterest searching for how I want this room to look. Now, for this video, we're not going to be able to accomplish everything that I have in my little Pinterest heart, but I'm going to show you a couple of like ideas here of some of the options that I have been really enjoying for how I want this entryway to look. I want it to feel very vintage. I want it to feel very much like with the historicness of the house. This house was built in 1800, so I want it to really look like that. And my idea is to have sort of like a colonial blue, deep blue color on the bottom, and then wallpaper on the top where the white currently is, that is maybe a white wallpaper with like a dark blue toile sort of print on it, or something in that vein that really kind of gives you that look. We also eventually want to put wood slats over the ceiling. We have popcorn ceiling right now. They're super duper high, and instead of spending all this time just scraping it off, we were thinking we're going to wood slat the ceiling and then also paint it the dark blue as well. Again, all that is in the future. We will get there. So anyway, I have options right here. This is my first option. These are all from Home Depot. This particular paint color is called Shipwreck. I really love it. It's very dark. I think this is the most what I'm looking for of all of the paint colors. This one here is Adirondack blue. Now, if you saw any of my videos from the previous house, this is the color that we put in our kitchen, on our kitchen cabinets. And I always love this color. It's super pretty. It's a little bit lighter than this one. And then just for a wild card, I put in a very light blue. This I really liked in the store, but bringing it here, I don't know, it might be a little bit too light for me. So anyway, what we are gonna do today is we are gonna put sample swatches on the wall, and my husband is going to help me decide which one that we like so that we can actually get this entryway painted this week. So let's get into painting our different swatches. Here because it gets a little bit more light here, and I wanted to see if there's any difference. I just painted them, so they're still kind of wet, so I think they're going to change color as the day goes on, so I'll give you all a little update. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to have all of these on Instagram for like help. So follow me on Instagram, Comfortable Spaces, but I'm definitely going to be putting up a poll to see what people think and get y'all's opinion as well. What, kiddo? What color do you like?
Blue.
You like the dark blue?
Yeah.
You like the middle one?
Green.
That's not green. They're all blue. They're different shades of blue.
Green.
Yeah. All right, don't touch it. It's wet. I love you.
I love you.
So I had all of you guys vote over on my Instagram. And by the way, if you do not follow me on Instagram, my handle is @ComfortableSpaces. Definitely head over there and give my Instagram a follow so that you can be a part of the next time we vote on something and just keep up with our day-to-day life. I post more day-to-day content over there. But the paint color that won was paint color number 2, which was Adirondack Blue. It was overwhelmingly voted by all of y'all on Instagram and Facebook. So I took about a day and a half and I coated all of the lower walls and the trim in this gorgeous blue color. It took me a minute to kind of get going on everything, just to sort of trim out all of the pieces, but once I had the trim pieces sort of coated, it was really simple to throw on 2 layers of paint. Now, as I was showing you some vision boards earlier of some ideas that I had for this space, one of the big things that I want to do is to put a wallpaper on the top. I wasn't able to find a wallpaper that I was truly in love with before I got this video put together, but that is the next thing on our list. We want to start looking at some lovely wallpapers. I want to go with kind of like a toile theme, like blue and white. I think that's sort of what my thought was as I was painting all of this, and that is the vision hopefully going forward. Once everything was dry and had several coats on it, I then was able to move this gorgeous buffet into place, which I knew would be the perfect spot for greeting people and to have kind of a command station at our front door. This was gifted to me by my parents. It was theirs. They didn't want it anymore. It is mine, and I love her where she stands. So we are getting ready to put our Inyouths mirror up on the wall. It looks absolutely stunning. I actually think it's going to give so much height and dimension to our entryway, because one of the issues that we're having in this house, or I'm personally having as I'm like decorating and getting things put together, is the fact that the ceilings are so tall. Now, I love a good tall ceiling, but I think, what would you say? These ceilings are like 12 feet? Somewhere in there? Yeah, like about 12 feet tall. So any of the furniture that I bring in from our old house, which I thought we had tall ceilings in our old house had like 10-foot tall ceilings. It just all looks really stubby and short in this house. So I'm really excited to get this incredibly gorgeous mirror up on the wall because it gives so much height and dimension to the space. So once we had the walls painted and the buffet in place, it was time to get our Inyouths mirror hung up on the wall. This was an incredibly simple install, and it came with really simple instructions that were easy to follow along. We measured out where on the wall we wanted the mirror to hang and made sure that it was level. The mirror comes with a heavy-duty metal bar on the back of it with 2 metal brackets where you can very easily place the mirror on the wall and it can hang there. There are also 2 sort of smaller Velcro pieces on the bottom so you can stabilize the bottom of the mirror as well. My husband used the pencil to mark where the 3 circles were on the metal bracket, and then he added the anchors that it came with onto the wall. It was then very simple to use the hand drill and drill the metal brackets straight onto the wall. We made sure one more time that the 2 brackets were level, and then we hung the mirror straight on the wall. It was so stinking simple and easy to do. I plugged my gorgeous mirror in, and then I did the most satisfying part, which is to rip off all of the film that is protective on the front of the mirror when it is first unwrapped. I could not believe the crystal clear shine that this gorgeous mirror brought into our hallway, and the height of it is absolutely perfect. It gives the exact drama and design and silhouette that I was hoping to have in filling this space. It really brings height and dimension to my wall, and I am so in love with this mirror. I think it is gorgeous. I also love that the mirror has beautiful color temperatures. It allows me to have a much brighter mirror when I need the hallway to be much more lit, which honestly was a major reason for me wanting this mirror in the first place. We have absolutely no overhead lighting in this hallway, so we needed some extra light, and the height of the mirror gives me so much beautiful light. But then following along with my circadian rhythm, I also really love that I get to have a much warmer temperature in the evening, which makes the space feel super cozy and calm. So once I had gotten that all set up, I was really excited to decorate the space. I wanted it to be super inviting, cozy, and filled with spring and summer interests. My favorite way to do that is to bring real plants into the space. This hallway is incredibly dark when the door is closed, but once the warmer weather hits, we almost always have the front door open. The screen door then brings in the most glorious light, and it's perfect for keeping these plants super duper healthy. I'm so thrilled with how this entire space turned out. It is bringing in all the warmth and drama, like I said, that I was hoping for this entry area. And I can't wait to enjoy this space for years to come. So if you are interested in grabbing your very own Inyouths mirror, I have a special code, Comfortable Spaces, which will actually give you 15% off of any mirror that you would like in their collection. They have some really gorgeous stuff. So if you're doing any renovations to your house, to your bathroom, to your hallway, even to your living room, this is the perfect spot. Again, that is code Comfortable Spaces for 15% off. And I just want to thank Inyouths Mirror for sponsoring this video, because it has been an absolute joy, and I truly, truly mean that. This is a product I would not sleep on. We are definitely going to have more work that needs to be done to this hallway. Like I said, there is still wallpaper that needs to go up, and we also need to finish the stairs, and I'm going to be doing a different video for that as well in the future, but I am loving how it's coming together in this sort of part one of this hallway remodel makeover series. Okay, so this is kind of where we're ending with the stairs progress at the moment. So we have this here is actually a lead based paint coat. So essentially any lead that we had in the steps, which is why it's taking us so long to actually do all of the stairs, is because my husband has been stripping out lead paint from just decades of paint on these stairs. And then this top coat here, or base coat I should say, is actually encapsulating any of the lead. It's a special product that encapsulates any of the lead so that there aren't any issues in the future. And then eventually we're going to be painting a white over that as well. So this kind of gives you an idea of how the stairs will look somewhat in the future. And then my husband has also been filling in all of the stairs with wood filler, any of the chips. Again, we're gonna paint that with the lead encapsulating undercoat and then paint it white, and it's gonna look so beautiful in here. So I really love how this entire project came out, especially like the new entry table. I love the mirror. I truly, truly do. It is gorgeous. It just brings so much drama to the space, and I really love it. It makes the entire entryway just look very regal, very full. I really love that. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I like the paint color. I don't think I like the paint color. I really have this vision to do the blue with like a blue and white toile sort of style wallpaper or something like that along the way. And this house just wants to be green. It just does. I don't think I want it to be the green that was here that I painted over, but I think I need to go back to a similar, not a similar green, but some sort of a nice, some kind of a green. I don't know. Now I need to research my paints all over again. So, to be continued.